Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's the Sunday rant. The Sunday rant. So, people seem to like these, so let's get cracking on. What we're going to talk about today? I thought we'd talk about the football, obviously. We'll talk about the weather. Excuse me. And we'll talk about the incomers. The people that are arriving on this land and doing things. But we'll leave them till the end. But football, England won last night, which is wonderful. Into the next round, haven't got a difficult game in the next round, playing Congo. Wissa's striker, and Wissa's useless. But he scored twice the other day. Yesterday, was it? Anyway, Wissa's anyway. But anyway, we got through to the next round. This is all you got to do. We beat Panama. Come on, Panama? Beat Panama 2-0 last night. Which was good. It's all looking good. Everything's fantastic. The Scotland manager's resigned. Takes Scotland to the World Cup for the first time in 28 years and thinks, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I've resigned. Rubbish. You took them there for the first time in the first 28 years. You should have stayed where you were. You deserve to stay where you were. You don't deserve to resign. So that's what I think. The weather's been bad, isn't it? So hot. But we've had lots of rain. I've come up the allotment this morning and there's puddles all over the place. So we've had a lot of rain. So when it has rained, it's really rained. It's down, you know, it's really good. It's been a downpour, which is good. The ponds stayed full perfectly. Hooray! And everything's good. And the wind's up today and everything else. But, you know. And let's talk about these incomers. Controversial. There's one killed a 3-year-old child, raped her and killed her. Does he realise when he goes into prison he's not going to last long? I was reading an article about prisoners who are lifers. They're in for life, so they're never coming out. And you can hire them to hurt other people inside the prison. It costs you money, you pay the money, and then they get a bigger allowance and they can buy a bigger telly and things like that. So this guy being a child killer, he's going to get done. He's going to go to prison and he's not going to last long, is he? He's not. Another one knocking down people in London. Was it London? Knocked down 5 people. The thing about it is, I am not racist. I'm not. I don't care. My wife was in hospital and she had 3 Indian nurses and a Thai nurse. They were wonderful. They were magnificent. Nice people doing a fantastic job. Don't have a problem with them. I have a little problem with them is that they are the cream of the crop from India and they've come here for a better life. There's people ill in India that probably could do with them a bit more than us. But it's people's choice. So they choose to come over here. But they've come over here, they're working, they were lovely, they were doing a fantastic job, and they were great. Don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with somebody arriving in Heathrow Airport, landing down, putting the passport down and going, I want to claim asylum, and going through the system. And get rejected, get accepted, get rejected, whatever. Don't have a problem with that. Obviously I have a problem with the boat people. The problem with them is the male, young, and what they're doing is, if you notice, they're all coming away from countries that have got conscription. I mean, I say that Europe have banned all young men from Ukraine now. So if you come from Ukraine and come into Europe, you'll be sent back home. Because the Ukrainian men are avoiding being called up. And the Syrians and the Afghans, they are all coming across. And they are avoiding conscription. That's what they're doing. And the trouble with them is they come across, come in the boat, destroy the passports, destroy everything, land up, sit down, go for an interview. What's your name? Mohammed. They're all called Mohammed. Whether the name's Zahid or Healid or whatever his name, the name, they just give a false name. And then they say, where you're from? They just, shut up, don't tell you. Because if you don't know where they're from, you can't send them back. That is one of the problems. You can't even do DNA tests because, you know, if we did DNA test, who was it? Well, somebody the other day. Oh, Brian Cox, the actor. Scottish through and through. Scottish, Glaswegian, isn't he? Did his DNA test, and he isn't. His DNA said he was Irish. 77% Irish. So it doesn't work. So you can't do a DNA test. You've got no way of telling where they're from. So if you don't know where they're from, you can't send them back. That's the big problem. And when they do come here, they just cause so much trouble, don't they? They cause so much bother. Bicester Council have just told girls in the area not to wear short skirts and walk around the streets and be offensive to other religions. Manchester, Andy Burnham's old place, if more than 6 people pray in a house, you can claim it as a religious building. And if it's a religious building, they don't pay a council tax. Something's got to be done. We're paying the French $1 billion over the last 10 years or something, £1 billion. And there was a video the other day of the French helping them on the boats. Helping them onto the boats. For safety reasons. No, it's not right. It's not right. These people have got to be sent back as soon as possible. There's some revolutionary ideas out there. You know, don't give them any money. You don't want to give them any money. They don't deserve any money. But if you don't give them any money, they'll steal. They'll just go steal. They'll steal. I mean, they steal anyway, and they've got money. I have a little few problems with people like the Body Shop who buy life jackets to be given to the boat people because it's safety. They don't want them to drown. We'll give them life jackets to save their lives. It's a humanitarian gesture. You've got Vodafone who give them, is it O2 or Vodafone? O2, give them phones free, pay-as-you-go phones, give them phones for nothing. That's just ridiculous. We need something done. And Andy Burnham isn't the man. Article today saying we do not need a general election. I think we might mind. I think we might. We're not going to get one because Andy Burnham and the rest of the Labour Party all know if they get one, they'll be totally screwed. So no, it's not fun. But anyway, what we're going to do now, there's nobody listening now, so remember now, if you get to here and you're listening, put in the comments boo, and I'll put boo back, and that's a secret sign just between us lot, just between people who get to the end and myself. So it's just boo. I forgot to say that last week, and I still got boos. People are putting boo up, which I thought was hilarious. Anyway, so say boo. Got any comments? Come and tell me comments. What do you think about the weather? Do you think it's global warming, or do you think it's always been like this? I'm not worried about the football, really. It's fine. It does what it does. Anyway, that's the time up. I am now going to have my coffee. So anyway, hey ho.